Hey guys, it's Ted with OAXRAY, and today we're going to be scouting on HomeDepot.com with OAXRAY extension. Just a few things. This only works for Chrome, so make sure you download your Chrome first, and you'll see the extension right there in the corner. Let's get started scouting and go to Tools. And what do I like in Tools today? Let's do Tool Sets. See if we can find anything there. My goal is not to post any bolos, it's just to show you how to do everything. So here we are at OAXRAY. I'm going to click on the extension. What I like to do is click on one page, scroll down, move over to page 2. I'll let 2 or 3 pages run just to make sure that we give it enough time and we don't end up waiting on the extension, because it's going to take about 30 seconds for everything to run. Now, with the Home Depot site, one cool feature you have is right here. If you click on this, it's only going to show you in-store deals, and you can set up whatever zip code you want, whatever your closest store is, and it's going to find the items that are in that store. This is extra helpful if you have virtual assistants working for you and you want to scout in-store without actually going to the store. Just click on this in-store and search those. Now I have 2 extensions running. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, go to page 3. I think 3 should be enough. The first one should be done by the time we get to number 3. So here we go. It's finding all the items, or it's already found everything. I'm just going to go with positive ROI items. Now, my goal today is not to actually post any bolos. So what I'm going to do is just choose something with a high sales rank. Here's an item. Looks like it has some margin to it. But let me look at the other sheet, see if there's any other thing else I can use. Okay, we'll go with this item since there is no sales rank and it has a little bit better of a margin. Okay, looks like it has no picture on Amazon. I generally don't list items without pictures because I want the consumer to know exactly what they're going to get. So we're going to go back to the final page, see if we see anything there. Okay, looks like Keepa doesn't have much information on it. This one doesn't have a photo either, so what I'll do is look for another item. Huh. A lot of these just don't have photos. So let's just check out a random item. Okay, let's see if this one matches. Not really sure if it will. This is a 2-piece, looks like 2-piece folding knife, Husky. It's out of stock. We're just gonna ignore that for this example. I'm not really looking for bolos. I'm just trying to show you how I evaluate items and how you probably want to make sure you can maximize your profits. First thing we saw, the item is $7.94. If you hover over this, you're going to notice that you can see the reviews, and it looks like all of them are 4 or 5 star. Whenever you see a lot of 1-star reviews, 2-star reviews, this can be a sign that a lot of people are unhappy with the item. So don't see that here, but I try to avoid those items. Looks like at as far as April goes, looks like the price has been pretty steady until recently. It's gone all the way up to 38 bucks. So we have a pretty steady price history, and we only have one seller. That seller is not FBA, it looks like. Let's check. Actually, oh, okay. The only seller of this item is a like new, which is Amazon Warehouse Deals, which means they must have possibly damaged one that was FBA, so now they're selling it. There are no new sellers. Okay, so that could be a reason the rank is so high. Right now the rank is 204,000, which generally I wouldn't buy, so this is generally not going to be a bolo. But as we scroll down, we're going to check things like the weight. This is a really light item and it's pretty small, so I wouldn't be worried about this being oversized, but we will check later. As far as the stars goes, we're at 4.8 out of 5 stars, which means the reviews are really good. Looks like this is in home improvement and it's ranked 204,000. Whenever we look at the reviews, they're all kind of within the last few months. So this item is selling, or at least it was selling until it went out of stock. Most recent one is June 8th. These are all verified purchases, and they're all from different people. In my experience, only maybe 2 or 3% actually leave reviews. So if you just want to kind of extrapolate from February to June, we have about 4 reviews. So there must have been a few dozen sales going on to get those 4 reviews, unless it's just a fluke that 4 people left it. But it looks like this item is getting sales, or it would be if there was a FBA listing in stock. And this has only been available for about a year or 9 months or so. Okay, next thing we would do from here is to check the FBA revenue calculator. Okay, we're back up. We have the FBA revenue calculator back up, and we're going to search the item. And the reason I'm searching the item is just to make sure that there's no oversized charges or anything like that. So if I were to list it, let's just say we throw it up here at $29.99. Because there's a used one at $26, so price it a little over there, and we're going to spend $7.97. This is my one thing I like to do, is put that there. So it looks like if we spend $7.97 on this item, we're going to more than double our money. So the margins are really good. We would just look at the rank and take that into consideration in buying this. One thing I do like to do is do a word search just in case. So I'm going to go back to Home Depot and see if we see any. It's actually going to be kind of hard to see if we see any multiples, but sometimes on these items there will be multiple listings for the same item, and it is possible that this is no, that's not a duplicate, sorry. 2.4 sure grip. Just from a quick word search, it looks like the listing that we're on is the best listing to be on. There is nothing else that I can see that matches it exactly, but you always want to do a word search. Make sure there's not a better listing to be on out there. So let me quickly go over the process of everything we've done. We're on the page. You want to check the reviews. Make sure there's not a lot of negatives, and if there's 1 or 2 and there's a whole lot of listings, probably is not going to matter too much. If an item has a high sales rank, look for recent listing or recent reviews. Some items will have no sales rank, but yet they'll have recent reviews, and they'll be verified purchases, which mean Amazon may not be tracking the sales rank, but sales are still occurring because you see all these reviews and they're all verified purchases. After you check that, you want to go to your Keepa graph. You can download the extension. Actually, Keepa has not been tracking this one. Generally, there's a little Keepa graph here, and it's going to tell you what the pricing has been. I thought I saw it earlier. But that's one piece of information you want to look at, is the Keepa graph. You also want to make sure you check the FBA calculator. Sizes and the item dimensions sometimes vary. The Amazon Fulfillment Center, sometimes I've seen it where it had different dimensions than were actually on the listing, so you want to make sure that's accurate. The final thing you want to do is copy and paste all or part of the title and make sure there's no duplicate listings. It's not going to be a good thing if you get this and you realize that there's another listing that's identical, but maybe someone listed it 2 or 3 times, and maybe this is not the best listing to be on, so make sure you always check that. But once you've done your due diligence and you check these few things, made sure it's the proper item, check on the customer reviews, did a word search, and checked on FBA calculator, should be good to go. Thank you for watching this video on how to use OAXRAY on Home Depot, and have a great day.